Hey everyone, welcome back to the studio. We had Graham Drew with us last time talking about Raidon in Calgary, and a lot of you guys had some follow-up questions, so he's back. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me. I think what's going to happen, you're going to read me some of these questions, and I'm going to hammer through them.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
Let's get after it. A passive system, I think what they're regarding to would be like a long-term test, and your typical long-term test that we refer to are something like an alpha track test, which is like this little black box that you can buy from labs all over Canada and United States. And you get them, you activate them, you stick them in your basement at the lowest livable point in your basement, and you just walk away. You leave them there for 3 to 6 months, a year if you want. Then you package them back up, send them to a lab. The lab analyzes it, sends you back the data. And basically what happens is it doesn't have any electronic components. It's got a plate in there, and this plate on a microscopic level, every time these alpha particles hit it, leaves a little notch in the plate. And then what the lab's doing is you tell them the date that you put it in, the date that you took it out, and they analyze how many notches are in this plate. And that's what they're going to decipher how much radon is in your house based upon the time duration and how many notches are in that plate. That's a passive system. It's a great system. We love using this system for long terms. We think it gives a great result. The electronic system is called a continuous monitoring system. They've came very far in the last 10 years. Like, they started out being horribly unreliable, around the 60%. Now we've got good systems like the Raidon i Pro and the AirThings Continuum that is 95% accurate results, which is quite nice for having a continuous monitor system. Now, they are a little bit pricey. The one that we recommend is an AirThings. It's about $200 on Amazon. The nice thing about them, though, is you can mount them in your basement. They hook onto your phone. And we kind of live in a digital age where everybody wants to know things right this second. They don't want to wait 6 months to know all the results. They don't want to send things off to a lab. Like, how many times have you bought something and just forgot to return it because it's too much of a hassle to return something? That's the exact same thing that we see with these long-term tests. We put them in people's houses, we call them on 3 months, we call them at 6 months, and they're busy. Next thing you know, we get a call back from them a year and a half later, and we go, well, the test isn't good. The test was only good for a year. Kind of a hassle. A continuous monitoring system, the electronic system, we slap this system in your basement. It connects to your Bluetooth on your phone. It's right there. You're on Instagram 100 times a day anyways. It takes 2 seconds to open up your phone and check your results. You can monitor it, every single day. You can have notifications if it passes dangerous thresholds. You can share the results with your contractor. Everything's live and active. That's our system that we prefer for your daily homeowners. Is we just think that these are the better systems. Now, they do have faults. That is the problem, is they do have glitches. They do have to be recalibrated yearly. There is other things going on with them. I've heard stories where people get them and they just don't read results. So they have to send it in and get a new one. Yeah, that happens with anything that's electronic. But I feel like the benefits far outweigh the cost and the negative implications of this continuous monitoring system. So I recommend an electronic system. Everyone's lazy. Why fight it? Let's just work with it.